Welcome back. In this video, we're going to create special moments like drum fills and a little more detail on the cymbals. In the last video, if you recall, we have created a complete structure of our song in a basic fashion or simplistic fashion. We've definitely kept it simple. So what we're going to do now is listen to some sections and add in some special parts that are going to make our drum tracks stand out from the crowd. Okay, so to start off, I want to add in a cymbal crossover. So when he gets to about this point, it gets repetitive on this crash cymbal. So we'll add a little crossover, so when he's hitting that snare, he's hitting another cymbal. It'll be a nice accent. Let's listen to that now. Definitely. Okay, and I think there should be a drum roll somewhere in here. Right about here. So, I'm going to alt-click, make some more notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the drum roll would go, we have to get rid of these cymbals. We want to be realistic. He can't be doing a drum roll with two hands and also hitting the crash cymbal. So let's hear how this sounds to break up this beginning part, because it really, in essence, becomes the same thing twice. Cool. All right, and in the next section, I think that we need to do something, maybe a triplet here, right before we bring it into the verse. So right about here, I think it should kind of be like a da 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 da. So a snare and two kicks, a da da da. These should just be switched around. Da 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 da. Which may conflict with our tom we had originally put here. But let's hear how this sounds. Okay, missing a couple notes there. So it actually, this will move here. So there we go. So it's a triplet thing. So let me grab this, alt-click it. Yes. This is actually going to be here, and these will move over, so it's nice and even. So da 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 da. Okay, we should switch some cymbals here so it's a little more interesting. I'm going to start by pulling this one down to our second crash. We can just maybe go every other one, see how that sounds. Now, sounds kind of weird. So we should accent them on the snares only. So I'm going to get rid of everything that's not on a snare. Snare, 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 snare. Sounds pretty good. Let's listen in context. I always like to listen to things in context because sometimes when you're doing them in this little section and you hear it over and over again, you lose the value of what comes before it and how that affects the next part. So I like to go back and listen in context. Okay. I'm liking that. I think that we might need to reverse these because the accent is a little bit brighter on this cymbal as opposed to this darker cymbal that's been doing kind of the riding. So let's see how this goes.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely cool. Let's see how adding another cymbal in here sounds. That's cool. So instead of using that tom there, we're just going to put another cymbal because it's going to fill in this section a little bit better, let it breathe. So let's listen to our intro all together. Very cool. Now, when we listen to the beginning here, I don't think I really like the sound of this hi-hat. It's not open enough. There we go. Maybe that'll do better. Much better. Much more realistic. All right, let's move along to the verse. Let's take a listen and see if we can spice this up at all.
After all's been said and all is gone, I still can't hear your voice ringing in my head, ringing in my head. It never ends and it's saying, touch, touch, touch me where you want to. Tell me what you want to do. Tell me all the secrets that you hide. Let me inside.
Okay, there's only one part that I think we already kind of spiced this part up by making it accent the vocal with the touch, touch, touch me. But there's only one other thing I'd like to try in this verse. And it's a little fill at the end. So when the drummer ends and hits this last section, it would be a drum roll, just a quick 2-hit drum roll. So I think I'm going to alt-click and drag this, and then I'm going to get rid of these hi-hats. So it's actually 3 hits. So he would go da 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 da. There we go. And the reason I take away these hi-hats is because, again, I'm actually going to add this one back in, but by the time he gets here, he's going to need both hands to, hit this. He's not going to do a one-handed da-da. He's going to hit it with 2 hands. So let's listen to that again in context.
Let me inside.
Definitely like that a lot. I'm going to add another cymbal here. There we go. Make it a little larger. Very good. So little things like that are going to make your drum tracks just the slightest bit better. If we just left it like that, it works. But drummers like to put in little special rolls and fills and things like that to make themselves stand out. And it's also complementary to the song. So little simple things like a 2-hit roll can really change the dynamic of the song. And you also want to think about what is happening in the song to make sure you're properly accenting it. Because we know we're going to stop here for this little break. We need to do something special right before it. Let's pop into the chorus and see if there's anything we can do here.
Hold me, don't ever let me go. I just want you to know that you're my one and only. Hold me, don't ever let me go. I just want you to know that you're my one and only. Yeah.
Okay, there's a couple things I want to do here, but before I start, I am going to put on the mirrored MIDI editing button. I'm going to engage that because whatever I do in this chorus, I want it to do in all the other choruses. I definitely hear a drum roll in the middle, so let's listen to that.
Hold me, don't ever let me go.
Right there. These 8 right here, right before the downbeat. So let's go ahead and alt-click. I'm going to keep them on the 1 because that'll keep it nice and consistent. But I forgot to take out the cymbals because you can't do both at once. So let's listen to that in context.
Hold me, don't ever let me go. I just want you to know that you're my
Cool. Kind of breaks it up. Let's listen to the next section here.
Just want you to know that you're my one and only.
Okay, and in this section here, I think we should spice up the snare with a couple double hits. Pop, 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 pop. Just gonna grab this and kind of make a double there. And another one here. So what you get is...
Just want you to know that you're my one and only.
Just the littlest change can make a big difference. I'm also going to add another cymbal on this downbeat to make it more powerful. And the next section.
Hold me, don't ever let me go.
With the same style of roll, so it'll be 8, the last 8 before the downbeat here. I'm going to keep these kicks on the ones. I'm just alt-click dragging. I'm going to get rid of these. And a drummer is going to, a lot of times, put these quarter note kicks in when they're doing rolls or fills. It also beefs up your fill a little bit.
Hold me, don't ever let me go. I just want you to know that you're my one.
Okay, and then we've got the same kind of bop-bop double hit here. That kick, snare, snare, kick, snare, snare.
Every time you're not.
Cool. Now I'm going to check this out just to make sure everything went well, but it looks like this is the chorus we just effected. Here's the second chorus, which is the same region, and because we had that mirrored MIDI editing on, all the changes we made in that first chorus appear here. We've got the same snare roll, the last 8, and that same double snare hit here. So just by enabling this little guy here, we've saved ourselves the time of having to come in and do the second chorus over because we know it's the same chorus. Okay, guys, we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll finish creating our special moments in our drum track. Thanks for watching.